Hello y'all, I'm Pluto the Fool, and recently I decided to do something stupid. In ULTRAKILL, there is a variant of the revolver, the SHARPSHOOTER, red variant, whatever you want to call it. Its alt fire is pretty cool in the sense that it spins, and then it ricochets off walls. Y'all probably remember this from when the gun first came out. I'm sure none of you have forgotten about it either. It's a pretty popular one. Usually other guns in the arsenal overshadow it, but I love it. It really carried me through the game, at least on harmless difficulty. And I mean, of course I used other weapons. But recently, I thought of something. I've seen people do what I'm pretty sure is called Mayo percent, beating the whole game with a piercer. But the piercer can be used in a lot of ways, especially with the alt fire. But the sharpshooter is very specific. It only really is meant for very specific scenarios, and it's not really that good with bosses or anything past the prologue on harmless. So I've decided to challenge myself. Not only to force myself to play on the higher difficulties, in this case I'm playing on standard, but also just because I've run out of things to do in ULTRAKILL, so I wanted to do something dumb and also fun. So, sharpshooter percent, or as I'm calling it, spin percent. We're going with that. Let's get into the rules. Sharpshooter only, obviously. However, this is the only gun I'm allowed to use. Any of the arms, which includes parrying, knuckle blasting, whiplashing, even though that's a utility, shit like that, that's cool. Ground slams, that's cool. I'm only allowing myself to use arms and ground slams because A, when I was doing this run, I thought that the knuckle blaster was the only way to break through the breakables without the shotgun, which turns out not to be true because I can use the slab sharpshooter. So that was pretty silly. I only found out about that like 2 days ago, so I'm not gonna go restart the whole challenge to only do it with the gun. Also, parrying in knuckle blasting is really fun. If you think that I'm a coward, I am. No cheats or major assists. Aim assist is fine though, and there's a reason why. This is foreshadowing, guys. You know what foreshadowing is, because that's what the— and I can't skip by using the secret levels. One, because I forgot where the secret levels were, and two, because you can't use the sharpshooter in the secret levels. So, let's get into this stupid, dumb, idiot challenge that I decided to do and spend 2 weeks on. I started by using the knuckle blaster to open the glass on the first room, skipping the piercer, and immediately letting me use the sharpshooter. After using some sick skills to tear through the first 2 levels, I eventually came to the swords machine. He was a little hard. I'm not gonna lie. He was a bit mean to me. The fight was pretty hard. I kind of expected that. But what I didn't expect was to find a tactic that would basically carry me through the entire run. If you jump above a boss or enemy, whichever you fancy, I suppose, and use the alt fire, the shot will hit the enemy, ricochet off of the floor and hit the enemy again, and often it will hit the ceiling and then back to the enemy. It's basically guaranteeing that all the ricochet shots hit the enemy. But yeah, I don't know if I'm the first to find this, but if I am the first, I'm going to name it, and I'm calling it dribbling. Because V1 ball. After dribbling a few times, I eventually took down the swords machine and moved on ahead. Also, I did 04, but that was fucking boring. I did nuke the Maurice. I didn't know you could do that. And now, it was time for Cerberus. The first test, the first true challenge of the run. I thought Swords Machine was going to be hard. I thought that first Maurice was going to be a little hard as well. I thought the enemies were going to be hard. But by God, Cerberus was fucking easy, man! At first try. I did that shit. First try. P-ring. Oh my God, I am a fucking legend. I'm jinxing it now, Aaron. I'm fucking jinxing my future. Next was Limbo. I skipped the first level because I don't have time for that shit, bro. Like, I just sprinted past all the enemies, which was something I would do frequently. Now on to 1-2. which is more of the same. Yeah, 1-2 was not that hard. A lot of the early levels weren't that hard. I skipped most of 1-3. On the blue route, there's this tube thing in the center where you fight that Maurice. Yeah, you can just jump up and into it without even spawning him. And not only do you get 200 health, you also get the blue skull. And you can just run past all the enemies. Except the Hideous Mask, you can't really run past them. Yeah, Hideous Mask, pretty hard, but not too bad. Pretty sick gameplay here, if I do say so myself. And now, and I'm not bullshitting this time like I was with Cerberus earlier, it was time for me to eat my words from earlier about this being easy. It was time for V2. Unlike me, who only had the beautiful sharpshooter, V2 had all the other weapons, which was kinda bullshit, and I didn't really appreciate. Like, before I had the chance to even consider taking them down, V2 decided to make me very accustomed to the death screen. Eventually, I remembered that I have the grappling hook. Using the grappling hook is very useful, because like the little bitch he is, he keeps running away. Case in point, he ran away again. And look at that, he left a little souvenir. Now it was time for the Lust Lair, the land of bisexual lighting and that big looming man who keeps rambling about, like, crimes or whatever. Yeah, I just skipped this level too. 2-2 was actually a much more puzzle-based level, which was made pretty hard by the, I also, I did not panic at the end at all. I was fine. There was really nothing went wrong here. I was completely chill. I basically zoned out. Now it was time to fight everyone's worst nightmare and my greatest nightmare: women. The Mind Flayers actually weren't as bad as I remembered them being and harmless. They were somehow easier now, at least in this one room. I don't know. It might just be because you mostly fight them by themselves and not like how it is later on, where you fight them with a billion other enemies on you at the same time. Do you guys remember what foreshadowing is? Anyway, after being the last surviving woman of the Lust Lair, I moved on to the corpse of King Minos' hand. I forgot about that fight. Actually, he went down kind of quick. Anyway, after I smacked his hand away and got the Red Skull, got back, put the Red Skull in, it was time for the real corpse of King Minos, which was the real reason why parrying was allowed in this challenge, because parrying this man is the most fun thing ever. I am obsessed with this fight. It is wild, you know. First time I played it was scary, honestly. I forgot that the fight was here, and yeah, it was a jump scare, but it was a jump scare. But it was still very fun, and parrying his hand for the first time was the greatest feeling in the world. And playing it here in the challenge, honestly, I still have the same opinion. Yeah, it was pretty fun here too, especially because I love parrying. After giving him a couple of violent high fives, the king was felled. Again, because it's corpse. I don't know. Fucking. Anyway, we're going into stomach. First level is okay. More mind flares, more Cerberus, more of the same, really. The mind flares were pretty annoying here, but generally tolerable. Everything was tolerable. Everything was fine. But, well...
Machine, turn back now. The layers of this palace are not for your kind. Turn back where you will become the will of God. Your choice is made.
He's so
As
cool.
the righteous hand of the Father, I shall rend you apart, and you will become inanimate once more.
It was time to face Gabriel.
Behold, the power of an angel!
Oh shit.
This fight was hell. Nowhere near pun intended. He's teleporting, ripping my HP bar into various tiny-ass fractions, and talking shit about me the entire time as he does it. I did not expect it to be like this at all. I'm genuinely not exaggerating. This made me scream. The thing I said earlier about jinxing it, yeah, it came back to bite me in the ass. It was jinxing it. I should not have been talking shit so early on in this challenge, man. This is awful. Death after death, all I could do was just learn his moves, figure out the windows of opportunity to strike, and after dying 13 times in a row,
You make even the devil cry! There can be only right! The light is perfection! You are outclassed! You defy the light! A mere object! Enough! Foolishness, machine! Foolishness!
Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic.
Your errors be corrected! Not even mortal! You are What? How can this? May your woes be many and your days few.
My god. 10 minutes. Jesus Christ.
it was over. I beat the angel down and can now continue on. But this is only the first act. The real pain is yet to arrive. Act 2 started off pretty easy. I'd taken a quick break to let myself breathe a bit, and was pretty excited to get back into it. First level agreed, I decided to skip most of it when I got blasted up here. 4-2 quickly made me lose my joy, along with being long as hell. It also has 2 skulls and introduces sand. Sand is a non-issue and harmless, as you generally don't lose that much health anyway. But here it's a different story, you see. Eventually I use the checkpoint at the end to just blur everything towards me and chip away at them. Then I summoned the Insurrectionist from this little area, and decided to do the cheats.
Isn't he supposed to just, like, jump? There we go.
After fighting him normally, quote unquote, I made it through, and onto 4-3.
No, 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 no! Wait! Wait!
I hate this level. It's not difficult, it really isn't even in the challenge, but it's scary, man. I don't like dark levels. Your girl's a coward, you see. Yeah, especially because when you do the challenge, there's the something wicked jump scare. Yeah, I was not happy with this. Other than that, the level was fine, I guess. Nothing too hard. Bit of cool sticks, bit of cool skills here and there, but yeah, it wasn't really that hard. It was just a bit spooky. Now on to 4-4, where we again meet the little shit V2. I cannot hit this dude. Not only does he have the other variants now, he's also, I'm pretty sure, a little bit faster. And so, because of this, I had to resort to something that I never even wanted to consider. Aim assist. Yeah, this is why I allowed this in the rules. I'm pretty bad at aiming if you haven't been watching the video. So I just turned on aim assist for the fight, which helped so much. If y'all see that as cheating or a real issue or whatever, I don't care. I really don't. After getting through his first phase, he ran away again, which I was not having, so I proceeded to put him where he belonged. That, of course, being the fucking ground. Now I officially have the Whiplash, which I'm sure I'll use frequently. 5-1 was actually not as bad as I anticipated. It was hard, sure, but not the insane death montage I was expecting. Except for this room. I only died twice in here, mind you, but this tiny room is so hectic and wild I actually began to panic a little bit. Like, this shit was genuinely overstimulating, I'm not gonna lie. But I did it, so we're good. The rest of the level was okay, I guess. There wasn't that much trouble there. 5-2. Sucked ass T-Ray. But I wasn't doing that here. It still managed to suck ass. The Ferryman was pretty fun to fight. I was gonna use the Marksman to just flip him a coin and skip the fight, but I thought that would be boring, so I decided to fight him anyway. And I did it. It was really fun, too. The fight, not the level. The levels still suck ass. It's not a bad level, I'm just bad at the level. Boat is fun. That's it. The boat is pretty fun. Nothing more. It's a lot of wild-ass rooms, pretty hectic and all that, but it's still pretty balanced. I like the fact that you have to go backwards in the level, and the entrance elevator becomes the exit elevator. I just think that's pretty neat. 9 fools out of 1 Titanic. Now for the final fight of Wrath, Leviathan. I kept trying to parry the barrage, which led to most of my deaths here. I don't even know if you... No, I know you can, because I've done it before. It's just really hard, and I don't know why I kept doing it. Also, I forgot, like, all of my buttons for some reason, and on top of that, I never thought to ride on top of the Leviathan. I just kind of forgot that you could do that, and like I said I would do earlier, I forgot that I have the Whiplash. A lot of mistakes. Very foolish of me, which I suppose is on brand. 7 worms out of 10 fish. Now, heresy. I was not excited for this whatsoever. First room of 6-1 seemed to be an omen, as I died so hard, my computer lagged for a moment. The level was painful every step of the way in progress, but with the fear of knowing what was ahead. It felt like this every time I played this level, even on Harmless. It really is the final review of what you learned. We know what the review is for. He makes it very clear.
Machine, I know you're here. I can smell the insolent stench of your blood-stained hands. I await you down below.
I'll just let the end speak for itself, I think.
Oh my god, I almost restarted the entire fucking mission.
Come to me.
Oh. See, this is what I'm doing. And not the rest of this.
It's almost over. The final fight is almost here. I wasn't ready for it. I couldn't have been. I felt genuine fear wash over me as I entered. I was nowhere near prepared for what this man did. The speed, the damage, the constant taunts, all merged to forge a spear specially built. What the fuck was I on when I wrote this? This fight was bullshit. Yeah, he's just way too fast. He's always talking. You can't mute him. Hakita, please let me mute him. Oh my god. Like, I actually almost quit. I recorded a separate outro for this. Before I decided to make this a voiceover, I actually recorded a completely separate outro while doing the footage of me saying that I quit and you can't beat the game with only a sharpshooter. I thought of it as impossible. The damage that I deal is simply too little. And yeah, no, like that really is it, actually. The damage you deal with a sharpshooter is too little, and you simply move too slowly. He does too much damage, and with hard damage mixed in, and the speed at which he moves, the reaction time that you need for all of his attacks, it's not possible. You can't do it. I quit. But no. Not after all this. Not after the 3 total hours of doing this challenge. I have recorded so much footage up until now. I have done so much up until now. I may be a fool, but I am not a quitter. So 2 days later, I calmed down, I took a deep breath, I tried again. I died a couple more times, but well, I think it's better if I let the whole thing play.
I'll show you divine justice!
Dumbass. Sorry.
You need more power!
God.
This is a cup worthy of God's will! Twice! Beaten by an object! Twice! I've only known this taste of victory. Never known such.
Oh my god!
I need some time to think. We will meet again.
Yeah, get on it.
Your woes be many. And your days.
May your L's be many and your bitches few.
I did it. Against all odds, despite already having given up, I actually took down Gabriel and beat the final level. I beat ULTRAKILL with only a sharpshooter. And I am fucking proud of that. The insanity that this challenge was, the amount of times I thought, no, I'm just gonna throw in the towel now. Yeah, the amount of times I thought that during the challenge, even if I didn't mention it in this video, was immense. Like, I thought of it way too many times on how to be real with you. I considered cheating a lot. It was really hard, and I underestimated it. I need y'all to know that I didn't actually do any test runs. This was also my first attempt of the run. I never tried it before. And I've also never played on standard difficulty before either, not even casually. And I'm going to in the future, not on camera, but I will. I'll probably do violent as well. But this challenge was fun. And especially this challenge was worth it. It was very worth it at the end.
What about Minos and Sisyphus?
What?
The primes and dubs?
No. No, I'm not doing the Prime Sanctums. Yeah, I didn't do the Prime Sanctums, but I will give you a deal. Here's the deal. I don't want to do the Prime Sanctums, because that also means that I have to P-rank all the levels, which, I mean, I can do with the full arsenal, given that I've already done the challenge, and I don't want to do it twice. But here's the deal. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will do both Prime Sanctums, with only the sharpshooter. That's the deal. 1,000 likes, I do the Prime Sanctums. If this video doesn't get 1,000 likes, I ain't doing it. So, if y'all really want me to do it, like the video. Also subscribe. That has nothing to do with the deal. Do it anyway. Please, I'm begging you. I like me seeing numbers go up. Makes me happy, makes me want to make more videos, and I need this confidence more than ever. So, like the video if you want me to do the Prime Sanctums, or just like the video if you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one.